Welcome to the TALKESHI podcast. This is episode number 9. All right, we've made it almost to 10, which makes me really happy. And if you consider yourself a dedicated listener slash watcher of the podcast, let me know because I might just have something for you. I might. I'll get into that a bit later into the podcast. But hi everyone. So I wanted, of course, this episode to be a little more loose. I'm already failing at that by acknowledging it. But I did, and that I didn't just want to bring you guys the news or whatever. The thing is, yeah, like I got kind of excited because I thought about talking about something that's brought me a little bit of happiness, which is the fucking Gringos getting decked in San Juan. I don't know if it's only been in San Juan. I think one was in Ponce. I don't know. Point is that Gringos are getting punched slash hit in the face for not being compliant. And okay, so if y'all don't know, like some American tourists have been coming to Puerto Rico. Let me clarify that it's actually because most countries where these people vacation have a ban on the American passport. We share the passport. Like I have an American passport. A lot of other people, Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens, right? So we all have that passport. So that's the reason they're coming here, which it irks me so much because it's like, can't you just stay in your fucking house? Stay in your suburban town, Karen. Anyway, so they're getting decked because they're not putting on their mask. They're not complying with like social distancing or whatever. It's mainly like the masks, right? They're not wearing their masks and they protest about it. They're like I have the right not to wear a mask or whatever. And people have been getting punched. Which, okay, first of all, we have a history, right, with the United States. So of course, seeing gringos when they don't comply to our rules, getting punched in the face or whatever makes me and a lot of other Puerto Ricans happy because it annoys me because a lot of us, when we go to the United States, a lot of us follow rules and a lot of us are very afraid of like how strict shit is in the United States mostly, right? Like I feel like that's how we feel about the United States in that sense. So when they come here and they have this sense of entitlement because that's how they are in every fucking country. That's why Europeans find them annoying. That's why most of the world finds them fucking annoying. This happened. Like, but whatever. It just makes me happy to see that it's like, oh, you thought this was fucking Wisconsin? I don't know. I just really wanted some random white ass state. You thought this was fucking Indiana? No. This is Puerto Rico, and you will get decked if you don't follow the rules, especially if it's something that like, look, I don't think I've talked about the quarantine enough here because sometimes I feel like wanting to escape like what's happening in the world and whatever. Not the quarantine, the COVID and the pandemic. It really does annoy me when people in general, not just gringos, don't wear a fucking mask. Like, it is so simple. It is something that could save your life and mine. And not only that, but it's like, along those lines, it's like, if you don't wear a mask, I wish this was like a case of like, if you don't wear a mask, it's only going to affect you and it's not going to affect me. And that's fine. That's great. But it is something that like, if you don't wear a mask, it's going to affect me even if I have a mask on. So let's just try to be fucking considerate. I don't know. And also just like in general, I understand, of course, like essential workers and emergencies. I've seen a few emergency flights, like people, like I know someone that has to get an operation in the United States, so they have to travel and they're shitting themselves. They're like, I'm so scared of going to the airport and, it's like a huge contagion point, right? So of course they're like scared of going there and catching it on their way to their operation. They're not on their way to their vacation or like to, it's not necessary right now. I know a lot of people have like saved flights or whatever. I'm not even going to get into that. That's not the point that I'm trying to make right now. But just, people, like all we're asking for you to do is just to not go out and hang out in, like, what do you call that? your free time, just like leisure. We're asking you not to like go out and hang out and waste time, not waste time, but like, you know, what do you call that? Instead of business, pleasure or whatever. We're asking you not to do that. Just stay home, do as much things as you can from home. If you have to go out to work, fine, but wash your hands and wear a mask. It's not that hard to do. Of course, like, I am also blaming the government because the government keeps on being just fine with tourists coming through. And of course, we can't close down the airport because that's a federal thing, whatever. I actually understand that. But, you know, closing down things to have tourists not have anything to do. Like, I want them to come here and feel bored as shit and feel like, oh my God, I can't do anything because of COVID. Because, yeah, you shouldn't be able to do anything because of COVID right now, especially in that sense. So, seeing gringos, you know, like I said, they have a sense of entitlement when they travel and when they go places. They feel that they should be able to do certain things. And I've felt it. Like, have you ever met a gringo tourist? They're the worst. They're so annoying. So yeah, I'm very happy that they get a sense of that. Like, there was this lady that actually posted like, racism in Puerto Rico, bitch. Yeah, we have racism in Puerto Rico, but it's certainly not against gringos because that doesn't exist. Anyway, but yeah, that was just like the piece of news this week that caught my eye. Probably the only big one that caught my eye because other than that, it's pretty much just been yeah, I don't know. Is it bad that I actually haven't been too, you know, I haven't been too watchful of like news in general. I haven't really like, I mean, I've watched the news, of course. Like, I'm not, you know, but on social media there's usually like news and big things happening. None of which I want to talk about. Of course, like there are news that have been happening that you know, Meg the Stallion got shot. I just remembered that. What the actual fuck? And then people making fun of her getting shot, and like, not only that. Sorry, my cat just fell out of his bed. Not only that, but like people not taking it seriously, and people don't take black women's pain seriously. It's horrible. Tata Charbonnier. What happened there? Like, the feds they didn't raid her house. I was about to say they raided her house, but they went to her house, right? I don't know if it was the feds or FBI. When we say feds, do we also? I don't know who we refer to when we say the feds. You know, just authority, whatever. What else happened this week that was particularly interesting? Goya, that's still going on, especially with that friggin' picture of Ivanka Trump. Why? I've seen so many tweets just be like, I want to see gringos deal with these, and like the little cubitos, which, if you know, you know, like, you shouldn't fucking use Goya cubitos. You shouldn't also drink Goya Malta. You should drink Malta India. You shouldn't use Goya cubitos. You should use Nor cubitos. Right? Is that what people use? Yeah. I've used them. I've cooked. No, but I definitely want to start cooking without Goya products. I want to start cooking more. But yeah, what else happened this week? I don't think much else happened this week. Except for like the cyber attack thing. Well, I actually had two situations in mind. One, the cyber hack attack on like verified accounts, just being like, here's Bitcoin, whatever. I don't remember what the premise was, but I know it was like Bitcoin, like, give me some of your Bitcoin or whatever. But that was wild, and that says a lot about how, I don't know, Twitter. I love Twitter socially, like, I love and also algorithmically, I guess, like, I appreciate it, but it's, you know, I don't think it's that safe. Like, it's not a safe place. Like, Twitter is very open for like cyber attacks and also just harassment. Like, you can be a whole ass Nazi on Twitter under the guise of free speech, but you can't really, you can't, Twitter doesn't really do anything when it comes to people posting your nudes on there. Which brings me to the other situation that I was thinking about, which was just like this hacker dude. I don't even know. I talked about this on the video before this podcast. Forgot what I called it, but yeah, it's like, there was this one person who has been posting explicit pictures of girls and whatever without their consent. And I don't know, it kept on developing this week. Apparently some of them were hacked instead of just like being sent around. It's a horrible situation, and it makes me sick to my stomach that there are people not only defending him, but like the fact that we can't, like, if you do that, if you take explicit pictures or whatever for your enjoyment, knowing that you have it for yourself, and then someone can like take that from you, and that you'll be, like, the thing is that these people get off on the fact that they're not wanted, that they're not liked enough for a woman to actually send them these pictures or anything. So they get off on the fact that these are stolen pictures. And I know that this is going to sound very feminist, but that is literally rape culture. Like, you are trying to take a woman or anyone's agency by stealing a sense of their sexuality, which is like these pictures and stuff. I find that completely disgusting. I don't know. When I say it makes me sick to my stomach, it literally makes me want to throw up the breakfast I haven't had today. It literally makes me physically feel sick and bad and horrible. I really do hope that the people involved get justice. Like, if it were for me, they'd get justice and more, right? What was I gonna say? I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the situation, so I kind of get lost in my mind. I just hope they get justice and more, and I hope that, there have been things going on for that to happen. There have been, David Bigno talked about it, and he mentioned some ways that one could actually make a, what do you call it in English? Because we call that, ¿cómo se dice? We call that, ¿cómo se dice? We call that filing a querella, but I don't know how you say that in English. Filing a complaint? It sounds deeper than filing a complaint. It's just like actually making a case against them, I guess. Because thankfully, this is gonna sound weird, but there's a lot of horrible things that people do online that aren't deemed illegal, that you can't really sue people over. And I'm grateful that this is, like, posting explicit pictures of someone without their consent is illegal. So it's like, they keep doing this, and they're like, oh yeah, like, if you took the pictures, deal with the consequences, or whatever the fuck kind of stupid ass justifications for them to like like justify their shitty behavior. I don't know what they think we could do with that justification, like, oh, well, I took a picture and you took it illegally from me and you posted it illegally. Oh, well, I guess it is my fault. What the fuck do you want us to do? It's horrible. And like I was saying, my bigger point is that I'm glad it's illegal because, oh God. Either way, the way the justice system works in this country and in other countries is foul. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, I want them to get justice and to get what they deserve, the victims of this. Hopefully it pans out and it happens, and they get that justice and they get what they deserve, and the people who have been sharing and sending and posting get what they deserve and more. Other than that, yeah, no, this has been a pretty chill week, I guess. I've been pretty dedicated to the craft. I think I said exactly that phrase last week, I'm not sure. But I've been, I've had a few clients for like logos and stuff like that, which makes me really excited. It's a lot of work to make like a really decent logo, especially with the specifications that I was given for these particular logos. But it's always so nice when someone like trusts you enough to do their work. The commissions have been coming in great. DM me if you want some commissions. That'd be great. I have some that are only $5, which is like, I feel like it is the special, my line art commissions, those are like an offer, a special. I don't even know what to call them, but yeah, they're only $5. Go check that out. I've been, of course, dedicating myself to this, which I think is a great outlet to just express myself and whatever. Making videos though, making dedicated videos, because of course, like my last few, I have like 3 videos, right? I have the one of like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson and shit, body positivity and shit, and the last one, which is like the cyber attacks and whatnot. Those videos, which I have a few more planned, are just ranty, non-edited, and the thing is, I actually love when I edit it. Editing is hard. Editing anything is really hard. Editing in that style is really hard. But it's also fun, and it's also so nice to see people actually appreciate the style in which I edit and stuff. I have a few videos, hefty videos planned. I'm thinking of making them like, okay, so if I make this podcast every week, right? Like every week I just sit here, talk shit, which is great, and y'all listen to it. I also make videos, of course, on my YouTube channel. The ranty ones, which also would pretty much be once a week. So I have like 2 videos up a week on my YouTube channel, technically. And I make those deep divey vids, because I want to call them deep divey, I guess, because they require a lot of research. They require me to sit down and really talk about, like, go pretty deep. They'd probably be 15 to 20 minutes long or something. Just, really dedicated commentary videos, which is what I love doing. But, they're hard, and sometimes it's like more effort than profit. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, I of course want to make really good content without, busting my bone, because everything I do is for free currently. Sponsors, can I please get a modicum of sponsors? No. Of course I'd be so excited to work with sponsors and stuff. I love supporting brands. This sounds like a really bad pitch for like, I love supporting brands and I would love you to sponsor my content. It sounds horrible, but it is the truth though. Especially when they're local. I love supporting local brands and local creators and shit. Like, I don't know, I really do. So hopefully any sponsor that I get in the future is all local, all Puerto Rican, which would be great. And what else? What else am I doing? Even though no one asked, I feel like this could be a good part of my podcast, I guess. Yeah, no, that's pretty much all I've been doing. I'm trying to get a job also, other than this, even. It's not that this is a job, but it's hopefully in the future it is, I'm manifesting that. But yeah, to finish off, I guess, this episode, this was a very fast-tracked episode, and then now it's just ending on like me bombing. I'm gonna make stickers, which is like the big thing that I'm gonna do now. Well, it's not the big thing, but I remember like last year I actually made a ton of stickers for like Endgame and the Game of Thrones finale. Oh my god, I dedicated myself to those stickers night and day. And now I am gonna come out with a few designs, which I'm really excited for. I used to make, like, back in 2017, I used to make a lot of I made so many stickers, and a lot of them were, like, based on, like, current memes, so I would make, like, 3 a week. Yeah, it was horrible, for, like, 3 weeks, so it wasn't really that much, but I had a lot of cute designs that I have since revamped and shit, so I'm gonna make more stickers. I'm very excited about that. What else? Yeah, I feel like our stickers merch, is this my kind of merch? Because I am going to make some that are podcast themed. I don't know how I would make that, but certainly one with the title and like other. I wish I had more inner jokes. I wish I had more inside jokes where I could like make those into stickers and stuff, but I don't. We gotta start making inside jokes, guys. But yeah, which is why I asked if you were a dedicated listener or watcher of the podcast, because I want to make merch or stickers. I feel like calling them merch is so stupid because they're not really. Are they merch? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. If these kinds of stickers are merch. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. I am gonna go off to celebrate my dad's birthday and have some coffee and live life, I guess. I'll see y'all in the next video, I guess. I don't know if I make a video this week. If I'm motivated, I will. If I'm not, I won't. That's the glory of this, huh? But certainly we'll see you next podcast. Bye, guys.